Maria Ramos, and then Attorney Jokno. Is this Attorney Chel Jokno?
I believe that is him, sir.
Bakit nandito rin siya? What is the classification?
I am not aware, sir, in what capacity he was present in there.
Number one, tinanggal nyo yung guarantee. The bridge loan facility and peso loan facilities shall be deemed released, and the bridge banks and peso lenders shall have no further recourse against such BENPES guarantees. Yan lang ho ang pinang-ahawakan yung collateral, tinanggal nyo pa. Is that correct?
I think you have to explain that very well.
I'm sorry.
Madam from the Central Bank, is it not true that Section 143 of the Manual of Registrations for Banks, MORB, sets forth the guidelines on credit risk management to ensure that financial institutions such as DBP have adequate and effective comprehensive credit risk management system? Ito po yung sa position paper ninyo. So in replying to the Honorable Defensor, meron po kayong guideline. Tama po?
Yes, Mr. Chair. We have guidelines that are principles-based, and the granularity of that should be laid down clearly and articulated in a manner that is understandable and implementable and feasible by the bank concerned.
That is correct, but the Honorable Defensor is trying to articulate that, you know, there are certain loan proponents na wala namang collateral at hindi maliwanag, pero pero binibigyan ng ganun-ganun lang. How does this Section 143 operate pagka ganun lang kaluwag pala? Salamat po, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, if I may ask the accounting group of DBP, yung pong 9 billion na loan na binabanggit natin in because these were 1996 loans, eventually nagkaroon ng failure 2006. Magkano na value niyan ngayon? More or less. Based on inflation, based on the projections. Ang ano lang po, more or less, a projection of what you want. 37% of the past value, 37%.
We have to ask our investment bankers to compute that, sir.
Would anyone be able to answer that question?
Future valuation. So.
Thank you. Anyway, Mr. Chair, I would think it would be somewhere in the vicinity of 12 to 15 billion, if I'm not mistaken, Mr. Chair. Would that be a correct estimation?
No doubt, no.
Don't worry. A case won't be filed if you answered wrongly. It was just a...
Maybe you should apply the 2% per year inflation.
Okay, Mr.
You multiply it and you compound it. You will get the answer.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, again, as I've stated, ito po ang mga dokumentong tinatago ng DBP. Next slide. Ito naman po yung nangyari. Minutes of the 2004 meeting, December 16, minutes number 39. Ito po ang mga members present. Ito, andyan ang chairman, vice chairman, and the directors. May tanong lang po ako. Chairman Anyagas was there? Tama po ba? Who can answer me? Corsec of the board.
Based on that document, Mr. Chairman, Mr. Nanyagas was present in that meeting, sir.
Who else were present? Sino po bang nandun pa nung aprubahan to?
Like the same answer, Mr. Chairman, those named therein.
Can you state them for the record?
Yes, sir. The others present are Honorable Reynaldo G. David, who is the Vice Chairman, and the following members of the Board of Directors. Honorable Fernando T. Barican, Honorable Elidio V. Jimenez, Honorable Alexander R. Magno, Honorable Ricardo G. Nepomuceno Jr., Honorable Floro F. Oliveros, Honorable Joseph N. Pangilinan, and Honorable Ray Magno Teves, Mr. Chairman.
And the others present?
Also present there, Mr. Chairman, are Mr. Jaime De La Rosa as consultant, Senior Executive Vice President Edgardo F. Garcia, Executive Vice President Carlos R. Cruz, Vice President Lutgarta C. Baquirat Peralta, Assistant Vice President Maria L. Ramos, and Attorney Jose Manuel I. Jokno, sir.
Would you know the personalities of those people? Like si Mr. De La Rosa is a consultant. Tama po, Attorney Gerlan?
Yes, sir, it appears from that document.
Yes. And Senior Executive Vice President po si Mr. Edgardo Garcia.
Yes, sir.
Executive Vice President si Mr. Cruz po.
Yes, sir. He was then the Chief Legal Counsel of DBP, sir.
Chief Legal Counsel. Then you have the Vice President, Mr. Peralta, Assistant to the Vice President. Is that correct? Assistant Vice President pala.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Maria Ramos. And then Attorney Jokno. Is this Attorney Chel Jokno?
I believe that is him, sir.
Bakit nandito rin siya? What is the classification?
I am not aware, sir, in what capacity he was present in the...
At any rate, Mr. Chairman, if I may proceed, next slide please. Ito ho ang nakakatakot dyan. Yung special transactions, letter D. Kasi mahaba po to eh. Minutes number 39, December 16, 2004. Ang nilagay po ninyo kanina, and I ask you, Attorney Adjong, di ba ho may JSS na pinirmahan? Joint Solidarity Signature.
Yes,
Tama
sir.
ho?
Yes, sir.
Number 1, tinanggal nyo yung guarantee. The bridge loan facility and peso loan facilities shall be deemed released, and the bridge banks and peso lenders shall have no further recourse against such BENPES guarantees. Yan lang ho ang pinang-ahawakan yung collateral, tinanggal nyo pa. Is that correct?
Sir, based on the records available, it appears that the board...
Attorney Adjong, it does not appear. It was done. It was approved by the board.
It was approved, yes, sir, by the board of directors of DBP.
Exactly. Why? Yun lang ang pinanghawakan nyo, ba't nyo tinanggal?
I think you have to explain that very well.
I'm sorry, sir, but I would not be able to personally explain it as I was not present.
Who can explain it?
Sir, maybe the record,
Maybe
what?
we could subpoena one of those present there, or we can invite first so that those present in that room can, if they recall it.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Pero, again, no, Attorney Jong, pasensya ka na. Hindi naman ikaw to eh. Pero ang pinapoint out ko lang, ito lang ang pinanghawakan ninyo. As an institution, as Development Bank of the Philippines, can you imagine yung tanong kanina, meron naman sa Pablo. Tapos mag-waiver yung mga financial institutions, pabayaan natin yung private. Kanila yun eh. But for government financial institutions to do this, nakakatakot. Yung 1 billion na yun, from day one, laway. Because the only guarantee you had, yun lang pong garantiya na pinanghawakan nyo, tinanggal. Now, number 2, tingnan nyo po, unconditional waiver, accumulated defaults and penalty fees, default and penalty fees. As of December 31, yung pong hindi nila pagbayad, may mga default sila, may mga penalty, 144 million, tinanggal nyo. Tama po ba, Attorney Adjong?
based on records, sir, it appears it was
Attorney Adjong, do not
approved, sir.
say it appears because you were there and you know this. I mean, you
Sir,
are there.
I'm sorry,
in
I was
the-
not there po. I was not
I know.
present.
No. What I'm saying is, kasama kasi ito institution. No? Again, Attorney Adjong, hindi ikaw to.
For the
Pero
record,
tinanggal ang default and penalty fees. Tama po ba?
sir. Based on record, sir.
It's on record. So, Mr. Chair, again, I'm bringing this to the committee. Pagka ho tayo nagkautang, alam nyo, sa housing, ang daming ganyan eh. Lalo ngayong krisis. Hindi nakakapagbayad. Hirap na hirap po silang tanggalin yung mga penalties. Hirap na hirap silang tanggalin. May kung ano nung binabayaran po yan, pag hindi ka nakapagbayad, may interest penalty ka, meron kang mga defaults. Yung mga mahihirap po na bumibili ng bahay sa probinsya, dito sa atin, in fact, we had to go to Congress to request for a law para lang matulungan itong mga mahihirap. Pero itong ganito 144 million. Ilang pamilya na yan? Ilang tao na po yan? 144 million, again, was waived by the Development Bank of the Philippines. Next slide, please.
Before that,
Yes, go
Mr.
ahead.
Chair,
Yes,
I think,
DS Marcoleta.
I think I will urge the Honorable Defensor to probably ask the regulator of the banks and quasi-banks, the central bank, what did the central bank do, or did the central bank know about this, considering that they are the regulatory agency?
I think they will answer the same thing they answered a while ago, that it's an internal procedure and policy.
But the problem, Mr. Chair, this internal policy affects the interests of the entire country and its people.
Yes, I
Can
agree.
we-
That's why it is our job to correct this
Yes.
forever happening again.
Thank you.
For the record, Mr. Chair, and for the comfort of the Honorable Marcoleta, meron po ba kayong reply, Bangko Sentral?
Mr. Chair, as to the particular transaction that is being flashed right now or discussed, I am personally not privy yet, so it may be untimely to comment on the case at hand. But perhaps it would be helpful to say that we conduct on-site examinations, and part of our examination procedures is, of course, to look into the propriety of certain transactions of the bank if it is in scope in our examination.
Are you saying, Mr. Chair? Mr. Chair, does
Yes,
the
DS Marcoleta.
Given that kind of answer, are we made to understand that the central bank does nothing in regard to its regulatory function, like looking into the contracts entered by the debtor and the FIs involved? Because considering that all these are money of the people, I think central bank has an active role in being able to look into all this, particularly the examples already made that even transactions with no collaterals based on JSS only, and there is an action removing the very assurance that those loans can be collected. The central bank, as a regulatory agency, has the responsibility to look into this and probably even monitor before it happens. Thank you, Mr. Chair.